If you've been doing research about becoming a content creator, then you've probably already heard that the first thing you should focus on is audio equipment. But then comes the question of what kind of camera to use. Many times, you want to go ahead and start off with an entry-level webcam if you're going to be streaming in front of your desk. For example, if you're going to be doing talking head videos or gameplay videos. You don't need a top-of-the-line camera to do this. And today, we're going to be looking at a product that is exactly that. We're going to be looking at the Nuroum V32AFL 4K webcam for streaming and hybrid work. I'm LL Mel, and welcome to Creators Tech, technology for creators. A special thank you to Nuroum and their team for sending out this webcam for an honest review. Nuroum is a company that specializes in technology for streaming solutions. You can go ahead and check out their official website in the description below. So let's go ahead and have a look at what's inside the box. Inside the box, you get a warranty card, you get a product manual, and you get the webcam itself. This Nuroum 4K webcam has an integrated USB-A cable. This webcam is very easy to use, especially if you're a beginner. You simply plug in the USB cable to your computer and it's just ready to use with your own software, such as OBS, for example. Once in use, you can go ahead and record both video and audio from this webcam. It has two integrated audio microphones that you can use along with it. This is what the sound is like when the sound is picked up by the microphones on this Nuroum webcam. This Nuroum webcam has the background rejection noise feature that will help your voice come through when there is a lot of clickety-clacking on your keyboard. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and type on the keyboard here in front of me, which has Cherry MX Brown switches just for reference. I am now typing on the keyboard, and we're going to see how well my voice comes through and how well the background noise is rejected. I'm going to take this opportunity to remind you that if you like any of the devices that I use to produce this video, and you might be planning on purchasing some of them, I will have links in the description section to our Amazon affiliate link. It helps us earn a small commission that helps this channel continue growing and going. This camera has a native 4K 30 frames per second resolution, and it's also capable of producing a 1080p image at 60 frames per second. The field of view is of 90 degrees. The noise cancellation technology is titled Paper Clean 1. The first touch capacitive button on the top of this camera is a privacy shutter button. When you push the button for privacy shutter, that means it will turn off the video capabilities of the camera. So, in other words, your screen will go black once you press it. The touch capacitive button on the right side of this camera has a light indicator. When you push the touch capacitive button, it allows a little ring light that is located around the camera itself to go on. The ring light has 3 levels of brightness. The camera features as listed on their website are the following. It has an aperture of f2.0. It has a sensor size of 1/2.8 inches, 8 megapixels. It has automatic focus, which it actually works quite well if you're doing product reviews, such as this. This Nuroum V32AFL 4K webcam comes in at a suggested retail price of $139.99. But typically you can find it on sale for a lot less than that. So after using this camera for a few weeks now, I think I'm ready to go ahead and give you the pros and cons. At first, when I saw the MSRP of this camera, I thought that it was overpriced simply because it's a webcam and it came over $100 in price. However, when I started comparing it to other cameras in this category with similar features, I started noticing that it's actually not overpriced. It's very similar in price to some of the other ones that are out there that share some of these features. It does deliver on its 4K promise. However, it does have a small sensor, so don't expect anything that you would see on a much bigger camera. After all, we're looking at entry level here. We're not expecting anything that's going to be mind-blowing when it comes to camera quality. So for the price point, I think this is an excellent little webcam. I think that as long as we keep our expectations realistic when it comes to what you're getting for the price, what you're getting is a very nice package here. In terms of video quality, there are other cameras that are very comparable at this price point. However, you don't get some of the extra tiny little features. If these are things that are important to you for your particular setup, for your particular stream and content type, then these might be things that are absolutely crucial for you. It really will depend on yourself here, such as the privacy shutter option. They're both touch capacitive buttons, so it's something that I really like. You just push the button and the screen goes black. So you have complete privacy in terms of your video, and that is exactly what it's meant to do. And in my experience, it works flawlessly. The other little feature that I thought was really neat actually is the small ring light around the camera. The ring light has these 3 levels of brightness, so you can go ahead and adjust according to what your brightness needs are, and I think that works really well for what you're doing. There is a little bit of spill of the light onto the camera lens itself, but nothing too noticeable actually, at least not in my experience. I'm going to go ahead right now and demonstrate what these levels of brightness are once I have my studio lights all turned off except for my backlight, and I'm going to only use the ring light in the front. So that's brightness level 1. That is brightness level number 2. And now we have brightness level number 3. I'd like to remind you to please keep in mind I'm at about an arm's length away from the camera right now. So as you can plainly see in dim lighting situations, given that this does have a small sensor, it's not going to perform great. However, it will perform given those conditions, and it does have that built-in camera ring light in case you just absolutely need it. If you don't feel comfortable using this on full automatic, you can go ahead and go into these camera features and set some of those manually for you. So they got you covered when it comes to that. This camera comes packed with a lot of features that we have come to take for granted as of late, given that there is so many options out there for you. But if what you need is 4K and a ring light and flexibility when it comes to traveling with a small 4K webcam such as this one, then you might want to consider this Nuroum V32AFL webcam. On a personal level, I think this webcam could come in quite useful when I'm doing mobile streams, such as when I'm away from my home desk setup with my fancy schmancy cameras. This can be useful for things such as talking head videos or also for game streams. You know how many times when you're doing a game stream, the stream itself is mainly your gameplay on the big screen and you're down in a little corner just kind of reacting to what's happening on the big screen. So you don't really need the biggest, best quality when it comes to doing that aspect of it. And I think that if you're looking to do streams for gaming, then this camera would probably be a good option to look for. As always, I hope that I have provided you today with enough information so that you can make an educated decision as to whether or not this product is the right one for you. I hope I have earned a like and maybe even a subscription from you if you like this content. I hope to be bringing you more content like this to you in the future. I'm LL Mel, and you are watching Creators Tech, technology for creators.